Welcome back. It is Friday night. Recently one of my classmates asked me if I have any friends. She's like joking, kind of. At least I hope she was joking. And I was like, I mean, I have friends, but like, why? She's like, don't you get lonely? And I was like, sometimes. I'm really busy doing important stuff. Okay, we're getting started on a weird note, apparently. Hey guys. I'm doing a get ready with me because I'm not doing anything else. Well, I'm filming another video after this, probably. So, I thought it would be fun to do my makeup with you guys and just talk because I feel like we haven't really hung out. I miss you. What's going on? How's your boyfriend? Or if you're single, sorry. I don't know. Let's just kind of catch up. I'm gonna be playing around with my Jeffree Star conspiracy palette, and by that I mean doing like the same look that I do because I already know that it looks good and that's just easier for me. I graduate in 98 days from today when I'm filming this, and that's just unreal, like that's here, kind of. It's not a long time. That's really not a long time. Yeah, so I need to find a job. I'm for sure excited to graduate, but it just means that the real world is starting. I don't know. My dad still does my taxes. As adult as I should be at 22, I'm really not. My graduation dress and shoes have arrived. They fit. They're super cute. I'm excited. I, of course, got those super early because I think I needed something to make it feel real. So I, got my dress and shoes. I got my dress from Lulu's, which is like a local Chico company, but I ordered it online. It's cute. It's lace. It's fun. And I got wedges off of Amazon because I was looking at Forever 21 and they had to pay for shipping. I didn't want to do that. So I ended up looking on Amazon just to check what they had. It's like the exact same pair of shoes, $5 cheaper, no extra shipping cost. Like, oh, okay, cool. Problem solved. Those are here. I tried those on today. They're cute for sure. I don't know really what else to say other than like, that's happening. The thing I've been waiting for the last 5 years is here. The thing I came to school to do, to graduate. I can do that now. And I feel like last semester I definitely had some senioritis. This semester, no. I just feel like I like my classes and I'm ready to graduate. I think last semester I was still in a little bit of denial about the state of my life and the fact that it was all coming to an end. Now I'm kind of excited, except I keep doing this thing. So I don't have a job yet. I would like to graduate with the job already ready to go. Like I maybe give myself like 2 weeks off after graduation to enjoy the last ever summer break I'll ever have, and then go into the workforce for the next like 40 years. Adulthood, yay! So I applied to a lot of jobs over Christmas break, but a lot of them were like entry-level jobs, like nothing super complicated or difficult, and I've gotten like a couple of responses here and there, a couple of interviews over spring break, but they're not really careers, they're jobs. And there's for sure a difference between like a career and just a job. Like some of these things are like, no offense if you do these jobs, but like they're things that like I could have done in high school. And I don't want to make high school money. I want to make college graduate money. Problem with those jobs is they want like cover letters, and I want like my resume to be perfect, and I'm being so perfectionist that I'm just like not submitting the applications, but I have all of the applications like open on my computer and I look at them every day. So it gives me that feeling of accomplishment just looking at the job, so then I never do anything with it. And I really need to get over that and get over the fear of like, well, what if I should have like worked on this for longer or whatever it is that I'm worried about, because how are they ever gonna know that I want the job if I don't submit the application? It's like a weird mental game that I'm pranking myself basically. Like part of me is like, wow, I haven't heard back from any of them yet, and it's like, yeah, no shit, you haven't submitted any applications. So I need to submit, I'm trying to do at least 5 like really good ones this weekend because I don't have work and I have nothing else going on. I mean, there's a UFC fight tomorrow, but like really, I should be applying to jobs with every free second of my life. I think there's a little bit that's like, oh, well, it's real once I have to apply. Like, that means I need to work once I have a job. There's no messing around at that point. So there's definitely little things that are kind of keeping me from getting fully serious. But I think I'm gonna get over that hump this weekend because it's February. I graduate in 98 days, 3 months. I need a job. I need someone to give me some money. I need to pay back these student loans, which is another thing. Like, I know I've talked a little bit about money on this channel, mostly like how I like to spend it or how I need to stop spending it. And in the same vein, I need to make some so that I can pay back the student loans that I've taken out over the last 4 years, because I have done student loans for the last 4 years because I never really thought like, oh, I have to pay these back. Jack pointed that out to me, I want to say in like October of last year, and I was like, I never really thought about it. To which he was like, what do you mean? Like, you signed the paperwork. What do you mean you didn't think about it? I'm like, I didn't think about it. So I've been thinking about it, and I've been listening to Dave Ramsey, and I need to pay back these student loans post haste. The faster the better, because interest is a thing. I don't know how in the world, we have a class here called Math 101 where they basically just teach you about interest and how it can make you a bunch of money if you have a savings account. But I never really thought of how it makes other people money, because I am basically their savings account. Like, I understood that if you put money into your retirement, it has like returns on it. I didn't really realize that I would have to be paying someone that eventually. I don't know, I'm dumb. Look at me. I'm talking to a camera on the internet on a Friday night. I can't really explain my thought process other than like, it just is what I did. Because the other option was I had to like work hard, and I just didn't want to. So now I'm paying for it, literally. So what it will essentially mean is that I don't have a life after college. I just have work, and I have... Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Like, I know it won't be my life forever paying off these student loans. And if I make the money that I expect to make, which isn't that much, especially in the Bay Area, I should pay back my student loans anywhere from like 12 months to 18 months. I'm shooting for, like, the math that I've done at least, and it doesn't really account for taxes, like 14 months or so. And I can talk about this more. I've started budgeting, like, actually and consistently, and I did it all last month. And you really learn a lot about yourself once you budget, because you're like, oh, okay, who knew that I went to Trader Joe's 3 days in a row? Not me. I didn't even realize it until I wrote it down. I didn't get a degree in art history or left-handed puppetry or any of the other Dave Ramsey-isms. You know, I got a degree in a science field, one that has some potential to make money. Like, I'm not a freaking engineer, but I'm not an idiot. And I do have a lot of skills that hopefully employers will see as valuable should I be able to market myself effectively. So I should be okay. I don't really fear for my whole career. It's just this like hitting the ground running, like getting my first career job that I'm like, how do you do that? Like, no one ever really talks about that. Because I've had internships, well, I've had an internship, but it isn't in my career field at all. And I've never worked in my career field at all. And I don't know anyone that has worked in my career field at all. So it's kind of like, sometimes I look around and I'm like, is this even a possibility that I can find a job that pays okay and that I'm not miserable? And sometimes that makes me scared when I'm trying to fall asleep at night, because I feel like I'm the only person in the world who's like, which one of y'all gonna give me some money? Because most other people that I know, like Jack has a job already lined up and he has worked at this company already. Our friend Jacob is in this kind of like, I don't know if it's like a sped up bachelor's or if it's a master's program, but it's like a 1-year computer science degree. He graduated from Chico State last year. So like, he's got his own plan but no career job. A lot of the people that I know work at these random jobs and just, like, no offense, blow all of their money on going out to eat in the Bay Area, where it is like I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one in my situation, and then I just feel kind of alienated. Because a lot of people I know are like applying to grad school, or they're still in grad school, or they already have a job, or they're gonna go work for their parents, or they're just not really worried about it, or at least they say that they aren't. And I'm like, am I the only one who's like, who's gonna give me some money? So that I can just take it and give it to the bank, because until then I'm not like a real person until I pay them back. I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out. I know it's gonna be fine, but there's a couple of things. Like this weekend I need to submit some job applications, because no employer is gonna know that I exist if I don't submit some job applications. Next, Jack gets to go to Austin for his spring break, and while I would love to do that, I realistically will spend my spring break doing job interviews, because I would like to already have a job by the time I graduate. So last year was the first year that I like finished school in May and had a job already lined up for the summer instead of having to look for one still. And the change in stress level from like going into the summer being like, I don't know, to already having a job lined up is wonderful. So I plan on, if I can, dear Lord, please let it happen, having a job already lined up, even if it's not one that I'm super passionate about. And I'm sure I will document further me freaking out about getting a job, because that's kind of all that's on my mind right now, because it's really not that far away that I have to have one of those. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on, especially feeling like I'm the only person who even knows what it's like trying to find a job. I think I need to look up how to find your first job after college YouTube videos, so that I feel like I'm not the only person. I have a couple saved into my watch later, but I haven't taken the time yet, because again, if I look it up then it's real, but it's real either way, so I may as well see if anyone can bestow some knowledge upon me. I don't know, it's just kind of weird that this is something I've been thinking about for the last, 3 years, 4 years since I became a nutrition major, and now it's happening. Like, I need to find a job, partially because it's time to start my career, but also partially because I owe the bank some money, and they're gonna start asking for it. And I'm just making a lot of kind of like, I really need to sit down and think about like, what do I want in the next 5 to 10 years out of my life? Do I want to live in the Bay Area forever? Could I ever even afford a house if I were to purchase one myself in the Bay Area? Or even if Jack and I get married and want to purchase a house in the Bay Area? Like, houses are expensive in the Bay Area for people that make a good Bay Area wage, because somehow in the Bay Area $100,000 gets you like nothing. Like, making that much a year, you're like a regular person by Bay Area standards. I'm sure you've seen them on Twitter where it's like in the Bay Area or like in California, and it's a house where it's like $1 million for like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, or even like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. And then there's Texas, and it's like $200,000, 4-bedroom, 5 baths, 20 acres. Like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that is really real. Jack and I looked at houses in Nashville. I think I might need to move out of this state. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to afford California? Like, why would you even want to try to afford California? Because then you'll just be at work all the time trying to pay for this house that you never even get to see because you're at work trying to pay for it with money. It's just so weird that all these hypotheticals are now a real thing. For example, like, I remember in high school being like, oh my god, like, I'm really going to college. What's gonna happen? What kind of person am I gonna be? And I don't think I ever could have guessed that me today is who I was gonna be. So who knows what I'll be up to a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. When will I get a 6-pack? You know, there's so many questions to be asked. When will life stop trying me? I don't think ever. I don't think I ever get a break from life. It's so weird that it's happening, and I feel like no one's talking about it. A lot of people like to be a little bit in denial. I think that a lot of people like to kind of act like nothing's happening, and I like to talk about stuff because I'm like, hey, did you know that everything is terrifying and it's happening now, because it is. Oh my god. And they're like, excuse me, there's like important stuff going on in the world. And I'm like, me, my life. This stuff's happening in my life. I'm the only thing that matters. So yeah, that's kind of, I mean, I'm done with my makeup. Do I have anything else to talk about? My classes are happening. I'm going to them. I've been a lot better of a student this semester than last semester because I don't really have senioritis anymore. I just kind of have finding a job-itis. Like, I'm cool with being a student at this point. Now it's like, ooh, how do I submit a job application that's good enough that someone's like, I want to talk to her? And then it's gonna be, how do I have a job interview that's good enough that they're like, come on in, we'll pay you a bunch of money and train you how to be a person. So if you're hiring, at the end of the day, everything's gonna be fine. But sometimes I look around and I'm like, are any of you guys paying attention to this? Because what the hell? Who said this was allowed? Who allowed January to just disappear? It's like it didn't even happen. I don't remember anything that happened in January. Where did January go? Who's to say? I don't know. I've been working out a lot. I've been pretty happy avoiding a little bit of responsibility when it comes to actually submitting applications. I'm gonna do it this weekend though. I'll check back in because I'm gonna need an outlet to talk about this, so I'll probably come talk about it at least once a month. Especially, hopefully I can come on here in a little bit, but I got a job. I got a job. Until then, if you'd like to hire me, I'm right here. I'm available. That's the end of the video. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my life, which is really out here just happening. If you're seniors graduating, trying to find a job, tell me how it's going. Are you freaked out? Are you terrified? Because I'm not there yet, but it's a cloud that's like looming right back here. Like that. Like it's like, oh, did you know that like your life is like happening? And I'm like, shh, quiet down. So, bye, thanks for watching. Gonna go write up a resume now.